Hey everybody, it's so good to see you again. Oh, bless you, bless your friends, bless your families. I, of course, am the good brother Reverend of Cheese. And I'm here on the third video of the series of Why is this cheese so expensive? Okay, now if you listen to the first two videos, you'll know that I keep preaching about the misconception of value. So to start out, reiterating, we, as an American population, America, we have set our standards of price on the lowest quality product. That's bad. We need to be better. So here's how we're going to get better. Now, the last video we talked about farmstead, how all the milk comes from that farm, and the cheese is made on that farm. Now we're hitting up on artisanal cheese. Artisanal is still very good. This is where I like to think we should set our price expectations when dealing with cheese. Artisanal, again, I know it sounds fancy. We love to throw that around. Oh, this is just fancy. No, it's just cheese. I'm going to tell you, cheese comes from milk, which comes from an animal's udder on a farm. That's not very fancy to me, okay? That's just what I like to believe. But artisanal, the way that it is different than farmstead cheeses is artisanal makers, they really focusing on making cheese. There's dairy farming and there's cheese making. Farmstead combines those. Artisanal takes that out so that a cheese maker can buy milk from farms very close to them. Sometimes you can see that in co-ops. A lot of you may know what that is. But a lot of times artisanal cheese makers have a very good relationship with the dairy farmers who are in their direct vicinity, very close to them. The thing about artisanal cheese makers is they don't want to get their milk from hundreds of miles away. That's just, you have no control at that point in time over necessarily what those animals are eating. You know, or the specific breed of those cows. Different breeds of cows or animals, they have different protein makeups and fat contents that go in to make different styles of cheese. So what they do, you know, they want to make sure, these artisanal makers though, they get this relationship so they know the quality of the milk. They know that those animals are treated well, and they know that they're fed well, and they know that that milk is going to stand to their standards to make great quality cheese. So those artisanal makers, they get their milk from very close by, and they hold true to old cheese making ways. Sometimes that means making it by hand, which quite oftentimes they do. But again, know that machines do help us from time to time. You can still be traditional and have a machine, as long as that machine isn't doing everything for you, okay? Most cows are milked by machine, and that's okay. Those are general good machines. But the artisanal makers, they adhere to old standards, and they keep the recipes pure. That's the good thing about artisanal cheese. There's not a lot of fluff or filler or BS that goes into those cheeses. Those cheeses are natural, and they're so good, and they're aged well in usually caves on site. So artisanal cheeses, those are the ones that they're good cheeses, guys. That's what we need to think. They're the farm style cheeses, farmhouse, as often as I like to say it. That's how I like to put it. But support our artisanal cheese makers, and you see those prices like, oh, that's a high price. No, that's the price. Again, those cheeses need to be, because those cheeses, those artisanal makers, they're generally family-owned establishments that go in. The money made is going in to feed a family, going in to put those kids through school, to help everybody out. So remember, and again, farmstead and artisanal makers, they make a big impact also in their communities. They give back. They buy the supplies they need from their community, and they help support their communities, and they give back. That's the kicker. And these farmers aren't rich. Again, they're not out there trying to make $1 billion. They're out there to make quality food that you can eat. The rich people out there, they're the ones making that processed goo, that junk, and they're making a lot of money or making us unhealthy. Support Artisanal Cheesemakers. Now again, if you like everything that's going on, I gotta say it all the time. You gotta like, you gotta subscribe, you gotta hit that bell notification and leave me some comments. I love you so much. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Stay tuned for the next episode.